Shine in the process.
Hello, loves. So this is gonna be a really quick video. Love to everyone. Because I just felt like this needs to be talked about. So I saw this video and I actually saw it a couple of months ago on Instagram and stuff like that. And it caused me to want to talk about this real quick because I was in the comments and I realized that a lot of people have a sense of entitlement, or they feel like even when they are flat out wrong, that they just don't have to admit to being wrong and say, hey, I got that wrong. Because we're all human. We all get things wrong. And then just go on with your day. Go on with your life. Because we're human. We all make mistakes. No big deal, right? But it's a huge deal when you have a sense of entitlement or privilege and you are flat out wrong and you're loud with it. You're loud and you're wrong. And this behavior has to stop. So if you find yourself in that situation and you know you're wrong, just be human and say, hey, you know what? I got this wrong. I apologize, and go on with your day and your life. But in the event that you choose not to, just know that there are people like me that are going to stay on your head and say exactly what your mama, your daddy, your grandma, auntie, your cousin, somebody should have pulled your coattail and had told you. And that being said, I'm gonna get right into it. And I'm going to show this video. And I'm also going to show these young comments, okay, y'all? Because in my opinion, it's just ridiculous. I don't have anything else to add to that. It's just ridiculous. But I want y'all to watch and see. And when I get done with the video, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know, how do you think that you would have handled this situation? Let me know if you feel like this is just normal toddler behavior, or this is something that should have been corrected, and if adults are the real problem in the issue. Let me see if we can share this screen real quick. Let me see here. Is this what I want to show? Yeah, that's what I want to show. I guess this is really just, it really did irk my nerves, y'all. It did. All right, let's see here. Blow that up.
What would you have done in this situation?
Your toy? Lord, hold up. Oh my Lord. Hold up, baby. Oh, you get out, baby. We ain't doing that. Hey, get it. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, look at that crazy.
Okay. So that was the little video. Actually, let me go ahead and show it again because I couldn't. I didn't see. Let me show it again real quick because I want y'all to notice a couple of things that happen here.
What would you have done in this situation?
Your toy? Lord, hold up. Oh my Lord. Hold up, baby. Oh, you get out, baby. We ain't doing that. Hey, get it. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, look at that crazy.
Now, I want to say something because listen, they're babies, okay? But even at that age, I feel like you can teach babies boundaries, and that, especially at that young age, a child, they you know that's not your scooter, and that's just the bottom line. The little girl knew that was not her scooter, and when the father corrected the situation and removed the child from his child's scooter, the little girl then still proceeded, if you notice at the end, to try to, still try to touch the scooter, Now, not too much on the baby, right? It's a baby. That's not even my issue. My issue is the people in the comments on the Instagram post, because these are adults. These are not babies. These are full-grown adults. Okay? And I have an issue with adults trying, instead of correcting your child's behavior or believing that you should correct your child's behavior, I have a problem with adults that think that in situations like this that they can come at the father and say, oh, he shouldn't have did that. Actually, he did that in a very gentle way gentler than I think a mother would have handled that same situation. Okay? I'm saying this with love. Now, in the comments on the YouTube video, there was this one comment that irked my nerves. And because she irked my nerves, it caused me to respond to the comments. And I usually try to stay out of the comments on Instagram because I know how it can get. It's not always the brightest crayons in the box that are responding. I get it. Okay. But this person's comment, their original comment, was so ignorant that I couldn't believe that I couldn't believe that it was an adult that was writing this. And that's what prompted me to respond. And here it is. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, Instagram keeps trying to make me report it. Hold on. I wasn't trying to report it. Let me share my screen though real quick and show y'all what I'm talking about, because yeah, she did it. She did it for me today. All right, can y'all see this? All right, good. All right. So this comment is by this person, Hey Says. And this is what she says. This is what really got me like in a tussle. So she says, toddlers don't understand. You can see the little girl didn't understand. As irritating as it is to see your kid get their toy taken, you have to remember they are still little kids. Better way of dealing with that would have been, quote, how about we share after my daughter has her turn? Then she will let you have a ride. Now, absolutely. So first of all, let me be the first one to say, absolutely not. And let me say it again. Absolutely not. Now, first of all, I had already, like I said, I saw this video months ago. So I have seen the video in its entirety. I couldn't find it for the purpose of this video, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I've seen it. I know exactly what happened. So what actually happened in this video is the child whose scooter it was, her father had let this little girl, that little girl right there, he had allowed her to ride his daughter's scooter. So he had already gave her a turn. This is after the fact of him giving her a turn. Okay. Now, at that point, her turn then ended. His baby wanted to then ride her own scooter, which is within her right, because to start off with, she didn't have to share to begin with. Okay. Nobody's going to tell me that I have to share anything of mine with anyone else. Now, if I choose to share something with you, then that's fine. And you're welcome to it for that moment. But when it's time for it to come back to me, then that's just what it is. It comes back to me and we're done. This lady had not seen the original video. So she was just posting based off this little clip. And that's the problem with little clips and things on Instagram and TikTok, because if you don't see the whole video, you don't know what happens. And at that point, you should just either like it, dislike it, or go on. Okay. But what you don't do is write little dumb comments like she wrote, talking about some, quote, how about we share after my daughter has her turn? And all I heard in that statement was pure entitlement. That's exactly what I heard. And I responded to this because I didn't know, I hadn't clicked on her profile. I didn't know her race or anything. So it wasn't about that for me. It was just her response, period, because it was like, no, You know, you teach children boundaries. Yeah, you teach them how to share, and you also teach them that when the sharing is done, that you don't go and still try to take it or feel like you're entitled to continue on with someone else's things. Absolutely not. So let me see here. Where's my first thing? Oh, because everybody, and be clear, because I didn't read all these comments and I'm not finna do now. But I'm going to just go with what I first wrote because it had got me in a little tizzy. Oh, yeah, and this is another thing. She wanted to justify what she said by saying the video says, what would you have done in the situation? So I answered with my opinion. It's absolutely fine if you feel a different way about it. You rightly feel a different way about it. And since you decided to be bold and write your little comment, you're going to hear about how we feel differently about it. So hold on, let me get down. Where's my comment? Here we go. All right. So I said, Mo, why are you doing that? I said, absolutely not. He did exactly what he was supposed to. Are you kidding me right now? Look at that. That's because I ain't got no business being that worked up about it. But it ticked me off, so I had to. I don't care. Just like I'm sure she don't care, but I don't care even more. Hold on. Okay. So I said, absolutely not. He did exactly what he was supposed to. Teach your child not to try to dominate other children's toys, or better yet, get them their own. And I stand by that. Now, she wanted to come back. She didn't know who she was talking to, but she learned today. Now, she's going to say, Dream, Live, Shine, if you read the comments properly, you see I agreed. The video was taken out of context. And someone explained that the little girl already had a turn, and it was the owner of the scooter's turn. They already shared with her, so we've already cleared that up. I said, nope. Read your comment, and I said what I said, and I meant it because I did, and I'm still unapologetic about it. Then she goes on and proceeds to curse. I don't give a F what you said, babes. And see, this is why I'm doing this video, because this let me know that her original post was coming from an entitlement stance, okay, and a privilege stance, and a flat out wrong stance. And instead of coming back and saying, hey, I was wrong, you want to continue on. I don't give a F what you said, babes. Haha. You're thick as hell if you can't read. And I want y'all to know, thick is a British or European term over there across the pond. We're actually calling you slow. So like if somebody's, oh, you're thick. They're calling you slow. Okay. You're thick as hell if you can't read. Before I knew the proper context of the video, that was my opinion. But now someone comments explaining it. I agree with the way you took it off her, since the little girl in pink already had a turn. So I told her, I knew the proper context, as I saw the entire video months ago. Your comment was ridiculous, and I properly responded to that. Also, stop the paragraphs, because I definitely didn't read them, and I didn't. Yeah, so like I didn't read this. I'm gonna read it now for the sake of this video, since I did all this. Might as well go all the way, right? And she comes back and she says, because she keep, and the only reason why I'm doing this because she kept responding to me all day, and so yeah, I'm done. Do you hear yourself? You saw the proper video, not me. So how could I have the right opinion? My point exactly. So since you didn't see the whole video in its context, you should not have wrote that stupid little comment. On this video, saw what I saw. If you can't be bothered reading the comments, then don't bother commenting. Nope. Envy. Stop it. I said, nope, I told you to stop writing those long paragraphs. I'm not reading them. That's your own fault for commenting that ignorant mess to start off with. And stop trying to justify it. I'm not going. And then I did at this point about an hour ago, I did click on her name to see who she was. And then I see, oh, you're one of those. So I said, "Oh, you're clear. You know, no wonder you thought that dump was gonna fly." Yeah, I definitely meant what I first wrote. You thought that the clear child had a right to the scooter, but she got put off, just like I put you right in your wannabe privileged place with your thick, slow ass. Arse. I love using that word, arse. I'm not from across the pond, but I've been using it for like 30 years now, so it's one of my favorite words. But that wasn't even what did it, right? Then I was done with that, and I had decided I'm going to get on here and make a video because I want to see what I just wanted to know what other people thought when you see this video and you see what this little girl did, because it, you know, toddlers, yeah, you know what, 100%, you know, babies all deserve the space to grow and learn, because, you know, I'm an adult. I still learning things about, you know, how to treat others and kindness levels and things like that. So no big deal there. But it's the adults in the comments on these Instagram posts that really had irked my nerves. So I want to say this: when you are flat out wrong, just admit that and go on. Just go on with your day. She never had to keep responding to me, but she decided to, because her sense of entitlement, and she thought she was then putting me in my place. But you can't put me in my place. Completely uncheckable over here. I said exactly what I said, and I meant it, and I stand by that. When a child is young like that, that's the time when they're learning boundaries and learning how to share and those type of things. So that's okay. Okay. But what's not okay is, as an adult, for you to try to justify wrong behavior instead of simply correcting it. And the fact that this woman has children tells me a lot. Because in that same, you said what you would have done, and what you would have done is completely wrong. And it lets me know that even in real life, the same situation occurred, you wouldn't have corrected your child. You would have let them think that the other parent and the other child were wrong for wanting access to their own property. And this has to stop. That has to stop. But you know what even got worse in the comments? Were people like this. Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, see, I don't think y'all can see this, so I'm going to just read it anyways. But there was this another commenter. Nick always does it better. He said, "Are you sure the bike wasn't the white girl's? I mean, she has the matching outfit and everything." And it's people like this. And that's why people were saying, oh, the black people in the comments going up. Absolutely we are, because of mentalities like this, like Nick here, okay, like, and like that lady, because it matched hers. Look how she pushes that little girl off of her scooter. And like I said, he did it very gently, because I'm gonna be honest, as a woman, I mean, I'm protective of I don't even have children. I have a cat and a dog. And I'm going to tell you something. If somebody bump or move my dog or cat out the way, I can assure you that it's going to become a physical altercation immediately. Okay? So what they should be grateful is that man had the patience that he had, and he handled it the way he did, because like I said, as a woman, I would not have. Because you got me all the way messed up. If you think you're going to push my child, okay, even a little bit, because you can tell this little girl is a very mild, and granted, you see how her dad talks, but you can tell she's a very mild-mannered little child. She very kind of shy and timid. And look how she didn't do nothing back. Notice how she doesn't even do nothing back when the little girl pushes her. Now, let that have been a little kid in my family. She'd have snatched that little girl hair and pulled him down to the ground. I'm going to tell you something right now. You have to teach your children boundaries, period. And any adult that sits there and try to justify this behavior instead of the light bulb going off in your head to correct it, you are flat out wrong on every single level. And I stand by that. Now, y'all let me know in the comments, what would you have done in this situation? Would you have handled it like the father? Or do you agree with some of the commenters on the post that were trying to say it could have been handled a different way? Because I'm not sure that a different way could have been handled without it being a physical altercation. Personally, that's just me personally. Yeah, look how she pushed that baby, and look how she just looking. Absolutely not. But I had to get that off. I had to get that off my chest real fast because I'm not going to carry it with me for the rest of the week or the rest of the day. But I did that because I did that to say, like, absolutely not. No, correct your children, correct yourself. And when you're wrong, just admit that and go on. Now, real quick, this is a sidebar, this extra, because this next one is a grown person. And the Neighborhood Talk posted it. Hold on, let me get this up here. Because I couldn't believe this. So what's going on here is a hairstylist calls herself checking a customer for telling her that she miscalculated her 20% off price. Now, she said, I calculate my 20% differently. It's not your right to calculate it for me. I'm going to tell you something. I don't hate many things. Okay. I don't hate people. I hate behaviors. And behaviors like this, I hate. This is exactly why I limit myself to who I talk to. Matter of fact, in this time, this is why I don't even interact with other people, because I realize a lot of people have these types of mentalities where they are flat out wrong, but they won't admit it. Now, let's get into it. So the lady says, regular price $140, so $20 off, it's going to be $120. Now, I want y'all to look at this flyer. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think I can make it no bigger, y'all. Yeah, that's as much as it will go. But look at the flyer. It says presents temporarily closed down sale. Listen, first of all, I'm not even going to nobody flyer that say that to start off with, temporarily closed down sale, because what does that even mean? Then you're advertising for knotless braids, cornrows, extensions, natural styles, and you got images of white people with a 20% off, biggest day. Okay? When I say everything about this is out of pocket, I mean just that. So the lady says, your flyer says 20% off, so that would make it $112. Is it a typo? This is what I mean, y'all. When you're wrong, just admit that you're wrong. But you know what she did? She said, it's $20 off. I calculate my 20% differently. Let me tell you something. You can't calculate 20% differently. That's the beautiful thing about math. Math is numbers, and whatever the numbers are, math is its own beautiful language. And that's why it's such a beautiful thing, because with mathematics, 1 + 1 is 2. Okay? It's not going to be 4. It's not going to be 3. It's not a possibility of it being 2.5 or nothing. It's just 1 + 1 is 2. Okay? 20% off is 20% off. Okay? That's it. There's not a maybe it's this, maybe it's that. No, it's 20% off, ma'am, which is $112. You want to say that the regular price is $140, so $20 off is $120. You should have put $20 off. And what's more disturbing about this is I don't think this ignoramus knows that this is a lawsuit. It's called false advertising. That's what that's called. It's called false advertising. It has 20% off right here. Then you're going to put in writing that it's $140. So $20 off is going to be $120. Absolutely not. No, it's $112. But she don't stop there. So the lady, the potential client says, I understand that you may have another way of calculating. However, 20% off of $140 is $28, which brings the total down to $112. There is no other way. However, I will take the style for $120, but just be mindful that other people may notice that the method of calculation that you're using is incorrect. Now, right there, see, and this is why people say, oh, Black people should help one another and show grace. How do you show grace to this? How? Because I want you to hear what she comes back and says. She says, no other client has had a problem because when I do my promotions and give a percentage off, it is not their right to calculate it for me. It is my work, and I decide how I calculate it. This is not the first promotion I've done like this, Ma. So see, first of all, you have no sense of professionalism at all. And I'm going to call it exactly what it is. It's called being ignorant. Look up the definition of ignorant, and this is exactly what it is. And instead of her taking the potential clients trying to pull her coattail and say, hey, sis, basically, you know, hey, that would actually be $112. Was it a typo? You know, if it's $20 off, you know, because your flyer say 20% off, but did you mean $20 off? Was it a typo? And she wanted to get into all of this. No, ma'am, and you absolutely wrong. Why couldn't you just say you're not hey, I'm sorry, sis. You know what I did? I meant to put $20 off, and I put that percent sign instead, because she was willing to pay the $120. So this is what I mean by, like, oh, put a coattail, give them grace. How? So she says, sorry, I can't deal with illiteracy. I'm trying to help you, and you're talking foolishness. You're telling me you make up numbers and clients deal with it. Math is math. It cannot be manipulated. You can have a different method of coming to a result, but the answer is always the same. $8 is not a big deal. However, you can't bring incorrect numbers to someone who does calculations for work every day. So it's all good. I don't need an appointment. She comes back and because she still wouldn't stop, and says, if anyone should understand, it should be you, because you're blank as well. Who would stand on their feet for hours and the pays don't add up? It's already risky as it is. Exactly what is $8? You get an entire $20 off. That's fine with me if you don't want the appointment. But one thing you will not do is tell me how to run my business. Have a great day. And I'm going to tell you where the lady better than me at, because I'm going to tell you right now, I would have reported her. I would have reported her to the people. I kid you not. I would have reported her to the people. Absolutely. You're false advertising, and now you ain't got no business to run with your ignorant ass. Now, she comes back. The potential client says, I understand we're both on. She says, but it's not about me telling you how to run your business. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You cannot make up numbers. You're being strong and wrong. I was going to take the appointment at $120 same way, but I stand on professionalism and principle. So the fact that you can't own up to your mistake is enough for me. We can end it here. But baby, the comments didn't end there. You hear me? And I was up in these comments. I jumped right in them because I was appalled. I was appalled. And it was this comment right here that had got me. And again, just like with the other video, this is what prompted me to do this video real quick, because why when you are wrong, can't you just say, hey, I was wrong and go on? But you gotta be wrong and stand in it. Then she had, and I don't know if this is the girl. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, because at first I was like, this is ridiculous. But this girl, Queen T Diva, she said, Lord, folks need to read and comprehend. The stylist said $20 off, not 20%. Shaking my head. And this is why I don't do these people. This is why I don't do these people, and I can't sit with them. It reminds me of another situation. I won't be bringing it up right now, but it's a mentality. It's a type. And these are the types. They be wrong. They be loud and wrong. They stand on their wrong. And then they get other people that are just as ignorant and thick, okay, as they are, to go along with their wrongness. So they go through life uncorrected. And it's like, that's crazy. You're an adult. You don't have the sense to just be like, hey, I got this wrong. No, they don't. Now, when I first seen this, because this has been going on since yesterday. Now, when I first seen this, it was only like, she had like 8 likes or something. No big deal. But I was appalled even then, because I was like, I couldn't believe it was real. I literally couldn't. I couldn't believe that she got on here and wrote this and used the word comprehend, and she didn't comprehend. So I started thinking, like, is this the girl whose flyer it is, or this one of her friends? Because there is no way you sat there with confidence and wrote, people need to comprehend. She clearly said $20 off, not 20%. Girl, the flyer said 20%. The flyer says 20% off. But you got on here and you decided to be strong and wrong too. And I got on here too. You know what? I sure did. I got right on here. Where my little comment at? Oh, because see, this I'm telling you, her comment, it's been like 300 of them. Dang, that's like my second one. I don't even know where my original, I can't even find my original comment on here. Let me see. Dang, it's like 300 replies. It can't. Oh gosh, I gotta keep. I mean, because I just couldn't, I couldn't believe this. And I was like, how do you get on here? Hold on, let me see if I can see it in my notification. Probably not. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it is. I said, so you really got on here loud and wrong. You just as slow as the person that made the flyers. Now, she got mad at me too. You know what? She got mad at me too. And I ain't care. I ain't care when I wrote it. And I still don't care now. You know what I'm saying? I just had to, but it just blew my mind that people like are adults and really think like this. You're going to be loud and wrong. And instead of just saying, oh, she could have came back and said, oh, you know what, y'all? My bad. I read it wrong. But you know what? It's like about 400 comments under her comment at this point. Because it wasn't just me. Like, it's like, I can't believe this. And this is why, like, I'm not black. I'm not black. I don't identify as a black woman because, of things like this. Like, no, you're not going to lump me with them. Absolutely not. I can read. And I can comprehend very well. You're not going to sit me over there with them. Absolutely not. No, don't put me over there with them. And that's why the point of this video, when people are flat out wrong but won't admit it. Don't be one of those people, y'all. Don't be one of them. If you get something wrong, you got it wrong, and that's okay. Just say, hey, you know what? I was wrong on that. And go on, because we got grace for you. It's forgiveness abounding in abundance. It's an abundance of forgiveness. But it ain't no forgiveness when you just won't admit that you're wrong. You're just gonna keep going around thinking that you could just just do stuff like this, and you cannot. So on that note, that's all I wanted y'all to know this week. When you are, if you're wrong on something, just say that, okay? And there's an abundance of grace and forgiveness available to you. But if you're not, just know that you too can have 400 comments of people being on your head for saying some ridiculously dumb stuff. Okay? I love y'all. I said this all with love. I'm Dream Live Shine. Please like, share, and subscribe if you care. I love y'all, miss y'all. And I'm gonna be doing I didn't expect for this live to be like 35 minutes long, but y'all will be getting a lot more videos from me. They'll just be shorter. I'll be doing really quick live. So if you see me go live, make sure you have the notification bell on and you click on there, because I'll probably be like 5 to 10 minutes and out. But this kind of had me, a little riled up, so I just had to drop that out there. But yeah, so this week though, or just period in life, if you're wrong, just say you're wrong, baby. We love you, we forgive you, and it'll be all right. But if you loud and you wrong and you just won't admit it, just know that there's gonna be somebody, probably a me, or somebody like me, that's gonna be right on top of that little head of yours. I love you, and I'm out. Dream Live Shine is in the building, y'all. We sprinkling pixie dust everywhere. Y'all ready for this? Dream. Live your dreams out. Shine in the process. Don't try to eat nothing.